Good morning. 819S. Wow, cool school bus. It is a cold one today. It's 14 right now with a high of 16. It's going to rain later tonight. The morning and afternoon should be fine though, which is good. And I was surprised because the weather forecast calls for the weather to get down to 8 later in the week. So it's going to get really cold. But it's almost winter, so it makes sense. Today I want to talk about YouTube, especially YouTube videos about Japan. I don't know how, but my algorithm seems to have gotten filled with videos about culture and life and stuff like that in Japan. And I'm not sure if it's AI generated or not, because a lot of the stuff is, well, mispronounced. That's one thing. I guess if you really were a Japanophile, you would know how to pronounce words. And yeah, the pronunciation is just way off. And the other thing is the accuracy. I think Japanese culture is kind of complex, and I think a lot of the videos that I watch, or the videos that end up getting fed to me, are simplified, oversimplified. And they make kind of absolute statements. And I don't think that a lot of those things work that way. There are some things that are absolutes, like the problem with influencers and people doing chin-ups on a torii gate or something. That's rude. That's bad. Yeah, there are definitely behavioral problems with people who come from places that are a little bit more, I don't want to say free, because I think even in the places where people do these things, that it's not appreciated or enjoyed other than by the person who's doing it. But yeah, I think that there's no real punishment, so I think people keep doing silly things. But when it comes to things like related to culture and dating and marriage and stuff like that, I think there's just a lot of, I don't want to say misinformation or disinformation, because it's not always wrong, but I think that it's oversimplified. I think if you really want to know more about Japanese culture, you have to be a little bit careful with what you're watching on YouTube. Like I said, if it's AI generated, it may just be a mix of stuff from various blogs and forums and stuff that's kind of doesn't understand the reality of what's going on, and then it's oversimplified, as I said many times already. If you really want to understand Japanese culture, you just have to be here. And I think consuming media and stuff like that, take the stuff that you have read about or heard about and then compare it to what you see in videos. By videos, I mean like TV dramas, movies, stuff like that, anime. Wow, people are feisty today. And yeah, draw your own conclusions. But the even better thing is talk about those things with your Japanese friends. I think some of them may have a little bit of trouble explaining how some things work, because there are a lot of conditions and variables and things like that depending on what topic you're talking about. But I think the discussion with a Japanese person would give you the most insight into Japanese culture. Alright, I think that's basically all I wanted to talk about today. Thank you so much for watching. Get ready for the cold weather. Get out there and ride, and always ride safe.